Good afternoon, children. Welcome to 6th standard online science class. Today we are going to conclude our 6th unit. Hope you are all safe by the grace of God. So shall we get into our work? Yes, come. Introduction of microbes. The next topic is introduction of microbes. In our yesterday's class, we were discussing about our personal hygiene, isn't it? How to keep our body parts hygienic so that we will be hygiene, and also how to keep our surroundings hygienic. When you neglect personal hygiene, you are increasing the risk of falling sick, isn't it? If you are not hygienic, you will be easily affected by the disease. Let us name some of the disease or condition caused by microorganisms due to the negligence of personal hygiene. So, what are the disease? The first one is diarrhea. Diarrhea, you know diarrhea. Tooth decay. The next one is tooth decay. Third one is athlete's foot. It is also called as Madurai's foot. In Tamil we used to say Sethupunnu. Isn't it? See here. So this is the picture of athlete's foot affected person. Okay. So this is also due to the attack of what? This microbes or lack of personal hygiene. And finally dandruff. All these diseases are caused by the negligence of personal hygiene. Okay, children. Then, do you believe that there are some organisms which you cannot see with your naked eyes? Naked eyes means through your normal eyes. Yes, microbes cannot be seen without the help of microscope. Most of the microbes belong to four major groups. What are they? They are bacteria, virus, protozoa and fungi. Okay, bacteria, virus, protozoa and fungi. So these are the various microbes. Okay, the four major groups of microbes are bacteria, virus, protozoa and fungi. These are not visible to our naked eyes. Only with the help of microscope we can see them. Okay, children. First let us discuss about this bacteria. Bacteria are very small prokaryotic microorganism. Prokaryotic microorganism, what do you mean by that? We have already discussed in our animals lesson, no? Yes, prokaryotic means unicellular organism. Okay, unicellular organism, and also it is microorganism. Bacterial cells do not have nucleus and do not usually have membrane bound organelles. So they don't have nucleus as well as membrane bound organelles. All these things, membrane, what is membrane bound organelles, you will be reading in detail in the next term. Okay, children. Yes, bacteria can exist either as independent organism or as parasite. Independent organism or as parasite. What do you mean by parasite? Parasite are the living organisms which lives on other living organisms. Okay, parasites are the living organism which lives on the other organism. For example, we can say lice. See, you have lice in your head, isn't it? That is a living organism that lives on you. You are also a living organism. So that's the best example for this parasite. Similarly, bacteria also lives on the living organisms. So they are called as termed as parasite. Did you understood what are parasites? Yes. Then bacteria invade tissues. Invade tissues means they enter into the tissues of our body. They produce pus or harmful waste. So pus or harmful waste are produced because of this invasion of this bacteria. Okay, if you have any wound, if you have pus in it, what is that? It is because of the bacteria. You know what is pus, isn't it? Seed. In Tamil we call seed, no? That is because of the presence of bacteria. So this is a diagrammatic representation of bacteria. Okay, diagram of some bacteria. Now let us discuss the bacterial diseases and how they are transmitted, how they are spreaded. Let us discuss now. Okay, the first disease is cholera. Cholera is a bacterial disease. How this cholera spreads? Through contaminated water. Contaminated means polluted water. Okay, now because of the contaminated water, this cholera disease spreads. That's why it is advised to drink always boiled filtered water. Okay, boiled filtered water should be taken in so that you can avoid all these diseases. The next one is pneumonia. What is the next disease? Pneumonia. See here, P is silent. Okay, P is silent. We must pronounce this as pneumonia. Pneumonia is also due to the inhalation of airborne droplets from sneeze or coughing. So anybody else affected by pneumonia while they sneeze, that is tummardu, cough, you know, cough. So from them the airborne droplets come out. No, if you inhale them, those the bacteria present in that sneeze or coughing will enter, and that air drops will enter into your body, like corona, isn't it? Corona is also similar. Am I right? Yes. Then the next disease is tetanus. What it is? Tetanus. Tetanus, it is contamination of wounds with the bacteria. So when you are having wound in your body, if you are not cleaning it or if you are not properly dressing it, it will be contaminated to bacteria. That is, bacteria attack the wounds and it may lead to this tetanus disease. Even death may also cause due to tetanus. Okay, children. Then the next disease is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, in Tamil we used to say காசநோய், TB, isn't it? காசநோய், yes. This is also as a result of inhalation of airborne droplets from a sneeze or cough. So the affected person, when they sneeze or cough, when you intake that air, it will result in the tuberculosis in your body. Okay. The next one is typhoid. The next disease is typhoid. Typhoid, this is caused by the contaminated food. When you intake contaminated food or spoiled food or damaged water, you will be affected by this typhoid. So all these diseases, cholera, pneumonia, tetanus, tuberculosis, typhoid, all these are caused by the bacteria. Do you understood, children? Hope you so. So what is disease? Disease is a definite pathological process having a characteristic set of signs and symptoms. So it is a pathological process. So it has a set of signs. If you are affected by fever, what are the signs? Your eyes will be irritated. You will feel the headache. You will be affected by cold. Your body will be very tired. These are all symptoms, isn't it? So like that, a disease has a set of, each and every disease has a set of signs and symptoms. Disorder is a derangement or abnormality of function. If any part of our body fails to function or they are not properly functioning, then we term this as disorder. For example, if our kidney is not working well, is not purifying the blood, then we used to say kidney disorder. Okay, children? Yes, that sounds good. Now we are going to discuss the next microbe, which is called as virus. Okay, virus. This pandemic, corona pandemic, is because of a virus, coronavirus, isn't it? Yes. Virus is an acellular agent that replicates only inside the cells of other living organisms. What is acellular? Acellular agent means it does not have any cells. We have learned that everything is made up of cell, but this virus do not have any cell, and also it has the capacity to produce like its own Xerox copy. Okay, its own cloning. They are saying cloning, no? Like that the virus can produce the cloning of itself. That is called as replicate. Okay, only inside the, so it lives where this virus can live. Virus will live only inside the living organism, only inside the living organism. But bacteria can stay on outside the living organism also, isn't it? In the surroundings also it can live, as well as on the living organism, but this only inside the cells of other living organism. Virus can infect all types of life forms, plants, animals and microorganisms. So all things will be affected by this virus. They invade living normal cells and use their cells machinery to multiply. So once they invade into our body, what they do? They will multiply. 1 will become 2, 2 will become 4, 4 will become 8. Like that they get multiplies. They can kill, damage or change the cells and make you sick. So they will engage in the damage of the cell and or kill the cell or change the cell, which will in turn leads to the sickness. Okay, this is a diagrammatic representation of a virus. Okay, children. Yes, you will be studying in detail about all these things in your higher classes. Okay. Yes. Now, the diseases caused by virus. Diseases caused by virus. What are all the diseases caused by virus? Common cold. Common cold. Okay, common cold. Influenza. Influenza. Hepatitis. Hepatitis. Polio. Polio. Smallpox. Smallpox. Chickenpox. Measles. All these are the diseases caused by viruses. Common cold, influenza, hepatitis, polio, smallpox, chickenpox, measles are all the diseases caused by this virus. Do you understood, children? Hope you have understood well, because today's topic, am I right, children? Yes. So today onwards we will be revising the units. Okay. So revise this lesson 1 marks well and try to write a test and get corrected from your parents. I hope everybody completed your classworks, right, children? And mark the 1 marks in your book. Am I right? So if not, try to complete that. But you must write a test and get corrected from your parents. That your assignment today. Complete and report in the group with your test papers without fail, children. Thank you. Meet you again. Stay home. Stay safe. Obey your parents.